Welcome, everyone, is what I meant to say before But yeah, we're gonna do... Let me try that again. I had like a good idea in my head and I dropped it. It's gonna be great. If I ever make this a YouTube video, they'll be able to cut all this out. It'll be fantastic. Anyway, Mars, here's the deal. Showdown in the Badlands is happening. Coming out soon. And with today, they have finally shown off all the cards. So we're gonna look at them all. And we're gonna do a little review thing, because I think Hearthstone YouTubers used to review card packs or sets and stuff like that. They'd review card packs. They'd be like, this one's 8. No, but yeah, we're gonna do that. And we're gonna I don't know. I don't think we're gonna rank them. We'll see though. We shall see. Because I know some people used to do like, I'll give this a 6 out of... No, not 6. They'd always do like out of 5. We'll see though. But let's just hop into this because there's a lot to do. And there's going to be some new like stuff as well, but we'll talk about that, I imagine. I'm hoping the website will help with it because I'm going to be real. I low-key forget what Excavate and Quick Draw does. Wait, no I don't. Isn't Quick Draw just a different kind of outcast or overcast?
Quick Draw, I believe, like the summoning to turn you dry.
Yeah, okay. Kind of. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking like when you draw something and then it's like immediately... Like, it's not exactly. Outcast is more about the positioning. Quick Draw is about the timing.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then Excavate's like Discover, but it's a set amount of things. It's like a more balanced Discover. Anyway. That'll be a whole thing we'll get into. Oh, you want me to stream it to you, by the way? I forgot to do that.
Yeah.
I will not do that yet because I'm not in streamer mode. Now I'm in streamer mode. Okay, sick. Nope. I'm so good at this. Here we go. Look at that bad boy. Look at that. So, let us start. I completely forgot. Put the song on loop. Go. There it is. But yeah, so these are the Death Knight cards. We got amount of them. What's that, 10? Yeah, that's 10. So let us start with Fistful of Corpses. Which, let's see what it does. Oh boy, oh boy. It's a 1 cost, it's a blood rune, and whatever the green one is. Unholy, right? Yeah. I think that's what it is. Fistful of Corpses. Deal damage to a minion equal to your corpses. So I'm gonna be real. I think that's pretty great. I'm a little... Because corpses are like a whole thing in of itself with Death Knight, right? But like as for like a 1 cost thing, it reminds me of I forget the name of the card. I think Mage used to have it. It's like Forbidden Flame or something, where it's like deal damage equal to your mana cost. It's like that, but different. The fact that it's an unholy rune as well makes me think that, like, because that means it wants you to synergize with some unholy stuff as well as some blood stuff, right? Which is great because I think those two are better at getting things killed just a little bit more than Frost. I think Unholy, I could be wrong. I think Unholy is the best when it comes to that. I think it's really good at just clearing out places. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me not turning my fan on, I thought? Oh. So yeah. I mean, do you have any thoughts? I think it's just a simple, really good... Like, this is great.
I can't remember, remember, I think, remember, Holy Smite, because, it's the same mechanic class, the same thing, but if you get 3 corpses, it's basically a Holy Smite.
What does it remind you of?
Holy Smite. I think it's great.
Oh. Yeah, the 1 cost, deal 3 damage, yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely, yeah. That might even
You know?
still be better, because, like, I mean, that's a turn 1, just set 3 damage. It's more like the
Yeah.
development of this can be really huge. Like, I think it'll be a good
Like
thing to
this
run.
is a very good card if you destabilize the board if you end up taking a lot of losses, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm thinking on it, though. Like, I think there's a reason it's not on Frost, because it would be so good in a Rushdown deck. And Frost is more rushy than the others, I've always felt, personally.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because at the end of the day, because you play Blood so that you can buff things a lot, and then just hit really hard, and you pull out things like Sour Fang and Patchwork and stuff like that. Bone Lord Commander, or whatever his name is. You get a lot of that stuff going on. And then with Unholy, the win conditions, usually Marrow Guard.
Yeah.
And that's not
Well,
even
you
counting
can't
stuff
use
like Plague.
like is America 2 or 3 in Hawaii?
What?
Like is America 2 or 3 in Hawaii? I can't remember.
What card? Marrow Guard?
America. Yeah.
There's gotta be 3, right? I don't know. That's something you'd have to look up, because I can't change my screen.
Okay,
But I imagine he would be, because he's like the face of the Unholy deck, arguably. I can see why they wouldn't give him Frost. You know what I mean? I could super understand that. A lot. Also, thank you for the head pad, Atlantis. I just realized I forgot to turn it on, though. My bad. I was so excited to do this. I forgot to do that part. My bad. Oopsie. Nope. I'm ruining everything. I'll give you a head pat while we're talking. Don't you worry. Yeah, it's really interesting, though. I dig it. I just don't know how much I dig it. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's... I wouldn't say it's, like, the best thing ever, but I do think it's really great. Does that make sense? Yeah, that makes sense. It's interesting. It's nice to see a different flavor of Forbidden Flame. I'm looking forward to probably using it. Alright, let's go to the next one. We can't...
Yeah, you can't use that card with America because it has a blood ring on it.
Unfortunate. That's pretty good, at least, then. Because yeah, that's the one thing that would scare me, is that, like, you're usually setting up your corpses for Marrow Guard, so I get really scared at the idea of spending that many.
It doesn't spend corpses.
Oh my god. You're right!
If it spent corpses, it would not be good.
I was thinking that it was. Okay, never mind. This will be huge. The only thing that stops it is the runes.
Yeah.
Makes it a bit more situational. Who cares, though? Oh my gosh, that's great. Next card. Pile of Bones. It's a 2/1/2 cost, Death Rattle. The next time you excavate, resummon this. That seems very Death Knighty.
Yeah.
What if I came back?
So
That's really good, assuming you can excavate really good. Because isn't Death Knight... I don't know how you'd look it up. Death Knight's one of those classes that gets a really good excavate, right? Because the whole thing with excavate is that you can do like 1, 2, 3, 4, but some classes get a 5th one. You know what I mean? There's like a loot pool for excavate. There's a first time, second time, third time, fourth time, and then it goes backwards, like it just keeps going, like over and over. But some get a 5th one. And I'm pretty sure Death Knight was one of the ones that get a 5th one. You know?
Yeah.
I think this guy will be pretty neat. I think
Okay. Yeah.
he might
Also,
even...
there's something else.
What?
Death Knight has a card that can change it, put Death Rattle on something else, like Death Rattle.
You can
Use
do
it with
that.
that, and you can resummon your entire board with it, basically.
You can do that. It's very funny. I'll look forward to that. I was about to say as well, like it has like the Frost Rune as well. Like you could use this. You'd have to give up the 7 cost Frozen Worm Breath or whatever. Like you know the spell. You'd have to give it up, but this could be a nice replacement for like the Frost Knight card, like the 2/2 cost that when she dies gives you a Frost card, or you draw one. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's really dependent on how good excavating is, which I think it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
So I think this guy will be pretty huge. I don't know if he'll be as good as Fistful of Corpses, but I think he'll be pretty alright.
Yeah.
Especially when you get to run two of them, and it's really easy to kill them too. Like, it's whoo, you know? Alright, this one I saw a little, I got a little sneak peek on because I was looking at it, like when I was testing out stuff to make sure the stream looks right. This one, you might want to go look at this. Corpse Farm. 3-cost spell. Spend up to 8 corpses to summon a random minion of that cost. I'm on.
The card I can think of that would be really good with is like the card that summons like 2/1/1 reborns with Rush, because that can get you a lot of corpses pretty quickly. Like,
I know what you're talking about. The 3-cost spell where you summon the, yeah. There's that other one too, where it summons the two 2/2 zombies with taunt, and then if you spend 3 corpses, I think they get reborn.
It's still a corpse loss on that, but yeah.
You can make something big. It's random, so you could make something horrible, but you could also make something huge, you know? And the idea is that, you know, the higher the cost, usually it's pretty good. There's a reason that most 8 costs are legendaries. You know?
But still, like, you could get a 10/10 with Bush. I think, I don't remember what the mana cost is, because I remember like the monkey. And I remember what mana cost is.
Oh, you're talking about Mr. Mukla?
Yeah.
Yeah, he gives you bananas. He gives the opponent bananas.
And you won't do that if you summon through this, which would be a 6 corpus, I believe, again.
That is true. Yeah, you can get rid of characters like that. Yeah, because Mukla has always been really good stat-wise. The funny thing has always just been the fact that he gives bananas.
Yeah. He will make your opponent
OG
burn a card,
Mukla, yeah, OG Mukla would give the opponent bananas, wouldn't he? Or am I crazy?
Well, the one we have right now does that.
Yeah, but there's 3 Muklas, as far as I'm aware. There's original Mukla, there was the evil one from Whispers of the Old Gods. Who did whatever the first one did, the evil one did the opposite. So it either gave you bananas or gave them bananas. And then Mr. Mukla is like, what if we just made him punch your teeth out?
Yeah.
Anyway, I think it'll be really good. I don't know if I'll use it, but I probably will. It'll be really funny in the Unholy deck.
It only requires one Unholy rune. So.
It's really silly, yeah. Alright, what we got next? Crop Rotation. 3-cost spell. Summon 4 1/1 undead with rush that die at the end of the turn. That feels like a worse, but maybe better version of the spell that summons the up to 5 ghouls.
This is better with corpses, since it doesn't spend them and you get corpses with them.
True.
I'm pretty sure.
I was thinking that. That is true. Actually, wait a minute. That's arguably better. No, would you say that's the same or better than the 2 1/1s with Reborn? That don't have rush?
Better considering they have rush, because...
True. Because what are you going to do with 1/1s? They're kind of built to die anyway, so I don't think it matters. Like, effectively, it's the same card. When you really think on it. Because 2 1/1s with Reborn is theoretically the same as 4 1/1s, but the rush does make it different. Or you could just run you could run both and just flood your deck.
I mean, they'll die at the end of the turn, no matter what, though.
That is true. I think it's actually pretty good.
No, it threw me and I get 4 corpses no matter what, basically.
That is true. It's really a lot of corpse getting here, I'm noticing. Yeah, I'll give you that. It's pretty good. I'll give you that. Alright, this next one's pretty good. Have you seen my guy here, the farmhand? 3-cost, 4/3, Battlecry, Discover an Undead. Quick draw, it costs 2 less. That's great. That's a great turn 1, and it's still a really good turn 3.
Yeah.
That's like Nerubian Vizier without the getting someone to die part.
Like, I'm thinking, can it find any undead or only Death Knight cards dead?
Discover an undead. It doesn't specify Death Knight card, so...
Yeah.
Or class card. It would be like of your class is what it would say. It wouldn't say Death Knight specifically.
Yeah. But then, like, for discovering spells, it only gets 12 from your class.
I think it'll be really good. I'll run this thing. This thing looks like it'll be great. Obviously, the 2 Unholy mean you kind of have to commit, but... You know, he doesn't really have a place in the other decks, to be fair, you know?
Yeah.
I couldn't see you running him in a Frost or Blood deck. I just don't see the point. Because, yeah, in Blood, you want things that either hit hard, have a hard time dying, or will buff everything else in your hand. And then with the Frost one, you just want things that'll rush. You want board clear, you want card draw, you want the ability to win.
Yeah.
So I think Farmhand's perfect for a little thing like that. He's cute. I think you'll see him in a lot of Death Knight decks. Like Plague and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
I think he's just simple, you know? Alright, let's see this one. I think you and me talked about this one, because this one was one of the first ones they showed. But Reap What You Sow.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Honestly, it might replace the one Frost Death Knight spell that is deal 3 damage, and if it kills the minion, discover a Frost Rune card. It might replace it. It depends on how important Excavating is.
Like, it depends on how many other Activate cards you're running, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It could replace it. It depends on if the Excavated stuff is better than the Frost spells, which I think the answer is maybe.
Because I mean, like, there's a legendary Activate treasure for Death Knight.
There's a legendary in the Frost Rune thing. I've gotten the Colossal Beast for Death Knight a few times, which is Syndragosa, which, if you don't know, her whole thing is that if something's frozen, she instantly kills it.
I mean, like, wait, what? Because I know, like, Death Knight has a legendary treasure that you can get from the Activate, right?
Oh,
like,
so that means...
No matter what.
Oh, so he gets a legendary treasure? That means it goes to the 5th one, doesn't it?
What?
Death Knight. Remember how we were talking that with Excavating, there's 2 schools of it? There's the people that get that 5th one and the people that don't?
I thought it was the 4th one they got.
Never mind, it might be the 4th one. I don't know. You're the one that can look it up. I can't at the moment, but I'll believe you. I will greatly believe you. I think it'll be pretty good, though. Yeah. I'd say it'd be a very simple little card. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think. Alright, are you ready to see the best legendary ever?
Yeah.
Alright, what's the next one? Yeah, the next one! Yeah! I still can't believe you don't know American Gothic when you see it. Because those that don't know, Mars didn't know the reference, and that, I don't know, like, maybe I'm just like, maybe I'm cultured, but I just, that was astounding to me. I was like, oh. Let's see what the card does, though. Let's see. The 4 cost, 1/8. At the end of your turn, gain 5. Whoa! Huh. Start of your turn. Spend 5 corpses to give your hero plus 5 health. So it doesn't heal, it gives more.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good.
It's very interesting. I don't know how much green would like it, but red might get a kick out of that, because the biggest issue with red is the fact that it costs... It tends to give away HP a little bit quicker than the other 2.
Yeah.
Which, that's why it has lifesteal.
Like, you get enough lifesteal with that, you can probably have a lot of health afterwards.
It's true.
If you take enough damage.
Renethal, eat your heart out.
Yeah. The thing is, just give your opponents 2 options if they can take it out. Either take it out and make you get 5 extra corpses.
Yeah, I was about to say, you can also deliberately... Yeah, you can also deliberately just take it out, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Like, not taking it out won't leave you with less resources, but higher chances of surviving next turn.
Yeah. I dig it.
Interesting.
I don't know how good it'll be. I genuinely do not, but I think me thinks it'll be really funny. Do you think it's overkill to pair it with Renethal? People might do that.
It'd be hard to get it with Renethal, but yeah.
That is true, but if you get it, you get it. If you're playing Renethal, you're already kind of aware that you're going to play for the long game, you know?
Yeah.
So there's nothing that really hurts there.
Yeah.
Because when you play Renethal, that to me is saying that, like, you want to stall me to death. Like, you are going,
How good
like, the deck running out is part of your winning strat.
how good is blood at getting corpses actually?
How much what?
Like how good is blood? Like how much does corpses like slow down blood? Not having enough of them normally. 'Cause-
Fair bit.
Because this would either give you more health or more corpses. You
Hmm,
want to choose.
that is true. Well, sometimes they can't choose, but, you know.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes
also,
you just
you
get
know,
health.
everyone's weak to a polymorph or hex, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you could put the immune dispels, though, on it. It is a bulky friend.
Like it always have like it always give you health because it should always have the corpses to spend unless something does it when unless with someone like Ymir, I guess, which spends corpses when it dies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I think it'll be pretty, I think it'll be situational. I don't think
Yeah.
a ton of people will use it, but I think it will be fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love the art though, it's great. Alright, what else we got here? Skeleton Crew. 4 cost, 3/3, battlecry, excavate, a treasure, it costs 0. That is just simple and nice. It's a little expensive, but it's also understandably expensive. And, you know, if you play it at the right time, you know, you could get that level 4 legendary treasure. You know? I'm trying to think, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess... Yeah, I imagine, yeah, you could save it for, like, a bigger one. This one will usually probably not be... Like, the more you sit on it, the better it'll probably be, because you get, to, like, a higher rank of excavated treasure and stuff like that.
Yeah. Like
Yeah, I imagine normally it'll probably hit something like 3 or 4. Good, assuming you're like playing a card every turn, you know? Like you got the tempo going and all that. That's what me thinks. It's also an ice rune, so helps the ice. Actually, now I'm looking at it. I think all the excavation ones in Death Knight seem to have. Yeah, all of them are frost ones, so I think the frost one is the one that they want you to excavate with. Which I can get. I can understand. That is understandable. I can very much get that. I don't know. What do you think?
yeah, I'm trying to find the excavate treasure that I don't know what.
We work on it. We go to the next card. In the meantime, because next is Harrowing Ox. I love him. On Battle Cry, if you've excavated twice, your next card this turn costs 7 less. Finally, 2 cost Marrow Guard. Dang it, he's an ice. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, all the great ones are in anyway.
Finally, 0 cost Frostworm Breath.
Yeah, just essentially works as like so when you play down and play something else afterwards because it makes the next thing cost much less. Like it doesn't actually make anything able to be played earlier, but it does allow you to play more.
Yeah, what she said. Yeah, it's pretty. I dig it. I think it'll be pretty good. Oh, it's not too slow though, is it? It's 7 cost and an ice deck. I don't think it's too slow. No, I don't think it's too slow. You wouldn't want this even if you were doing it really fast anyway, you know?
Yeah, I mean, like if you have another high cast card in your hand, it's pretty good if you get activated.
Yeah, like
But if it's
if you're
fast card in your hand, it's not that good.
if you're at 7, if you are at 7 mana in a frost Death Knight like match, I feel like the options are either like, yeah, you'd either use Frostworm Breath to like almost guarantee the win condition, because you would do 5 damage, summon a 5/5, and then freeze all the enemies, which is scary. Or you'd be like, okay, maybe we don't win yet. Maybe you put this guy down. You know what I mean? It's like a turning point kind of card, it feels. I don't know. I like the cut of its jib. You know who I like more, though? Just because of that mana cost. Have you seen Reska the Pit Boss? Look at that. Cost!
Yeah.
6/3, 20 cost with Rush. Cost 1 less for each minion that died this game. That'll be easy. Death Rattle, take control of a random enemy minion. So this is just Sylvanas.
Yeah. No, the runes are a bit awkward, I think. Nice and then holy. Yeah.
I think she'll be great in both. I think Blood's missing
The
out.
thing is, it can't be used with any of the 3 costs or any of them, or any of the 3 ones.
What?
Like, if you ever, you can't use any 3. You can't use 3 on holy or 3 ice.
She might be worth it. Again, this is Sylvanas
Yeah.
for all. This is Sylvanas that can theoretically come out even quicker. Because for there was a OG Sylvanas Windrunner was like a really good legendary that you would always use because she was like a 5 or 6 cost 5/5 and her death rattle was that she took control of a random enemy minion. This is the same thing with more attack, less health, and rush.
Oh, yeah.
So she'll probably die the turn she comes out. But that's fine, because that's the point. You could take out a big person, like that has like 6 health left, and then take the other big person, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think she'll be indisposable. I think she'll, I think she'll be in every deck that can fit her in.
Yeah.
Taking control of an enemy minion is one of the hardest, crowd controls in the game, That's like one of the hardest, that's one of the best ways to get rid of something, is to just take it.
Yeah. I don't think I'd have I know we have quite a few good free green cards, like Blood Brains as well as America. So
Yeah. I think it'll be great. It's like the kaiju cards in Yu-Gi-Oh, where one of the best ways to get rid of something is to tribute it. There's no play around it. Same thing. You can't play around mind control.
Yeah.
You can't. You just take it. You can't play around. Think of something. Can anything in the game stop a take the minion other than another take the minion? If Yogg takes your minion, the only way to get it back is to use your Yogg to take it back.
Yeah. I mean, you could also just. I mean, it's effectively the same as destroying a minion, right? You get a minion yourself.
Yeah. I think she's the best card in the entire Death Knight set.
Yeah.
I might be loaded when I say that. Fistful of Corpses could be crazy, and Corpse Farm could be really good too. A lot of the spells are really crazy, but I think she's the clear winner. She's my pick for the best card in the Death Knight set, at least. And I do love Ma and Pa, but I think Rusk is better. That's what me thinks.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's see the next one. Boop. Demoner. Took me a second. Alright. So next we got. Let's just scroll down just for the sake of it. Let's see if these are any better. 1 cost spell, Oasis Outlaw. Discover a Naga. If you play a Naga while holding this, reduce its cost by 1. Alright. So I've been thinking this for a little bit. I think Naga is a cool thing that just doesn't have enough in it to cook properly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
However, I think this is a great step in the right direction because DH does have a few Naga stuff going on, right? Mage has a few as well, but Mage just probably can't make a good Naga deck, But I could see that you get this, you get School Teacher, you play him down, he goes, "Who here can spell Zinajari?" It'd be great. I'm here for it, especially since DH is I don't think there's any really good DH deck right now.
Yeah.
Other than Relic Hunter. Which isn't that good, it seems, from what I have seen. I've never seen it be really good, but that just might be my tilted lens, I barely see this guy. I barely see Illidan, let alone lose to him. But yeah, very simple. I think it'll be pretty nice. Nice little combo-y card, you know? It costs 0 if you have one in Naga already. It'll be great.
Well,
What
it still
else?
costs one. It just makes the thing it played cost one.
You're right. I read that wrong. Anyway, it'll be great.
Which actually could be, which is probably could be better if you're.
It could, yeah, absolutely. It's like Infinitize. But once. What else we got here? Bartendotron, or Bartendobot. 2 costs, 3/1. Battlecry, draw an outcast card and slide it to the left side of your hand. That's cute.
Yeah, I mean that you can use it next turn, and it'll still be outcast before you play anything.
Yeah, that's cute. I love that. That's really good. That's a neat little card. I think DH will try and find a way to fit that in when it can. Because Outcast is weird. It's a weird mechanic where it's pretty great, but I don't know if you can make a deck around it. I think it's just something that DH has. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's no different from, like... It's kind of like how Rainbow Mage's whole thing is that it has a lot of cards that are like, your spell damage goes up, or something goes up the more spell schools you've casted. That's kind of something that can only really apply to Mage, because Mage has the stuff to make it work, you know?
Yeah.
It's something similar like that. I just don't know if Outcast is at that point yet, where it can get away with that. But I think it's neat. Also, that looks like Bob from Overwatch. Like, that looks like Ash's ultimate. From what I remember. I don't know. I've gotten, like, knocked out by him once, like, the 2 weeks I played Overwatch 2. Alright, what else we got here? That looks like a Naga. Yeah! Parched Desperado. 2 cost 3/2 Battlecry. If you've casted a spell while holding this, give your hero +3 attack this turn. That's pretty good. DH needs more lifesteal. This dude is so... Illidan is so giddy to have his face slammed in by the nearest taunt. He's so happy for it. Like, even the Parched Desperado wants him to lose health. Yeah, it seems fine. It seems completely alright. I can't comment that much on it. Not as much as Death Knight, because I know Death Knight a lot better, I like to think. I'd call it one of the 3 classes I know super well. DH, I don't know as well, and I don't think you know as well either. So we're just like, yeah, it's probably good.
Yeah.
It's alright. What else we got? Oh my god. Pocket Sand. Ah. 2 cost, deal 3 damage, quick draw your opponent's next card, costs 1 more. That's just mean.
Yeah.
It's rude. That's quick, and it hurts them personally, just like DH. Quick, and it feels like a personal attack. Honestly, DH should have the most quick draw. I'm gonna say it. It's already a fast deck. I feel like it would really benefit from quick draw. It might be too OP, actually. Because it already kind of blows half its hand. You know, like DH. Yeah, DH cards have a lot of card draw, and because of that, like cards are flying out of his hand a lot quicker than other characters. They also have a lot cheaper cards in comparison, but because of that, a lot of the cards end up being a little weaker. On top of that, I think that's like just an underlying issue with DH. He's got a lot of cards, but it's quantity over quality. It feels, you know.
It'd be very easy, like, to run out of the cards and have everyone still be alive.
I feel like you could literally bring Renathal, and the DH might consider conceding. If you're a Renathal priest, I'd give up. But yeah, I think it's neat. I think it's a cute little thing too. People are gonna be yelling that all the time. But what's better is I see another Naga. Blind Eye Sharpshooter, 3 cost 1/3. After you play a Naga, deal 2 damage to a random enemy and draw a spell. Then switch. What do you mean, then switch?
I think it'll make it, after you play a spell, deal 2 damage to a random enemy and draw a Naga.
Ah.
That's pretty
good. That is what that says. Yeah, I can see why that's an epic. That's great. That might actually make Naga viable.
Yeah.
You get School Teacher in there, like School Teacher is already such a good card. Like, such a good card. He just needs some Nagas to go with him. You know what I mean? Dude discovers a spell and puts it on a 1/1 minion. It's like weird. He turns his students into Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It's weird. I think that'll be huge. That might make it good, especially since I see another Naga card. Load the chamber. 3 cost. Deal 2 damage. Your next Naga fell spell and weapon costs 1 less. Well, if that isn't just everything that DH is in one card. Fell
That'll
weapon with a Naga. Easy.
And each one of them gets it's 3 mana left if you have all 3 of them able to play.
Yeah.
Total at least. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great. And your next Naga as well. Like, I'm just saying, 3 cost school teacher or 0 cost school student.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna feel so dumb if school teacher isn't a Naga, but I'm pretty sure he is. I'm thinking about him right now, and I'm thinking about the little word he says. I'm pretty sure he's a Naga. Anyway, he's definitely a sea creature, at the very least. What's the next one? Let's see this legendary. Let me see Snake Eyes, which is a Naga. Look at that. 3 cost, 2/3. Battle cry. Roll 2 dice, then discover 2 cards of those costs. Doubles get an extra discover. So that's just a gambling card.
Yeah.
With Monopoly rules. You go to jail if you get a 3rd one. The game forces you to concede if you do a 3rd one. That'd be great. That reminds me of like Last Gamble in Duel Links, where Joey gives up all his health to like draw 9 cards. It's silly. I like that. People are gonna use DH because of this stuff. These Naga seems really viable now all of a sudden.
Yeah. And if you run out of cards, that'd be pretty good considering that gets you 2 or 3 cards.
Yeah. Gosh, that's ridiculous. That'll be really good. That'll be really good. Oh, I love that card. I'm looking forward to that. Man, we gotta get rich soon so we can make funny Naga decks. Because I don't know about you, but I got no DH cards. I do not. I had a legendary, and I super scrapped her for the mage deck. Alright, what else we got? We got 3 more here. And the hammer. 4 cost, deal 6 damage, split among the lowest health enemies. That's kind of like a arcane. What's the name of it?
Arcane missile.
Maybe the mage hunter hybrid card.
Oh, like the star power.
Yes, I'm thinking of star power. It's kind of like that, but it prioritizes the weakest link.
Well, it does 6 damage total. I think it's more like the magic missile thing you had. Like they did like 3 damage split around 3 enemies.
No, yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, it's more like the 4 cost is a little steep.
Yeah, I mean,
but it'd also be a little ridiculous if it was anything higher or lower. I'm surprised it doesn't have quick draw.
I mean, if you're a strong enemy enough, they could just target the enemy hero.
That's fair. Yeah, it's like No Muncher, where if there's nothing else on the board, it just goes right for your face.
Yeah. I mean, or if you get them with enough health on the board and there's enough damage, it'll still go for faith, I think. Because the way it's worded. It goes for lowest health. So.
Yeah, I feel that, yeah. I think it's probably easily the worst DH card we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Maybe the Desperado, like the 2 cost Naga was worse, but maybe that just shows how good these DH cards are. Speaking of, Gunslinger Kurtress. 5 cost, 4/6. If your deck has no duplicates, oh god, we're doing this again. Fire 6 random 2 damage shots at minions in enemy's hand. Does that mean he can kill things before they come out?
Apparently.
That's new. That's new. First off, that's cool if they're bringing back the no duplicates thing. That's cute. That's cool. And I don't even think DH would mind that much. Is there anything that it really needs 2 costs of? Like, it would like 2 costs of some things, I have no doubt, but...
Yeah. Like,
That seems
more
fair.
for
Yeah.
legendary.
That's pretty crazy. These legendaries are sick. It's not like Death Knight where there's like one interesting one that might be huge and then one that's objectively huge. These are both pretty great.
Yeah.
Neat. Also, it's cool to see Kurtrus as a gunslinger. Because I think he's one of the portraits for DH. He's like the old man one, I think, or something. I forget. He's funny. He's like an old. I've seen him. He's like. Urgh. And the last one is Midnight Wolf, 6 cost 6/6 with Rush and Outcast. Summon a copy of this. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty normal, I would say. It's like Fan the Hammer or Desperado. It's like it's all right. I don't know if it's like amazing, but I think it's all right.
I mean,
you know,
like, if it's Outcast, you basically had 2 of them, which is pretty
that
good.
is nice. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. That could take out something big. That could take out an Organon. You know.
Yeah. And then you'd have 2 victories afterwards too, even.
That's true. I'd say it's all right. I think these are all just so like great that it's like just stuff like this comes off as underwhelming.
Yeah.
All right, let's see these druids. Let's see these. All right, what do we got? Cactus Construct, 1 cost. Discover a 2 cost minion. Summon a 1/2 copy of it. That can be huge depending on what you discover.
Yeah.
That is just simply nice. Is it better than Witchwood Apple? I think it is.
I mean, that gives you 1 cost too. Which, I mean,
Yeah.
in general, it's better than a train attack. You probably won't with good apple.
I don't know. It's really interesting. Hi, Miki, by the way. Oh, no, my love. Hello. Hello, Miki. We're doing nerd stuff. We're looking at new cards that are coming out for things. It's great. Oh, there's so many people. Lalani Licky. Correct me if I said that wrong. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you.
Pretty good card to get. Like, you can get loot order from that, actually.
Shut. You and your loot hoarder. Don't even. You say sorry, you're fine. I just heard you say, like, to me, you just went, now if we could get loot hoarder, that'd be a real big play.
That'd be pretty good with stuff like except for that, it was pretty good. Like, yeah, loot hoarder. Also get Noatron, which you...
I was thinking a Noyotron.
It would have named that one, dude.
Lalani was great. Yeah. Welcomes. And thanks for the follow again. Again, we're looking at nerd cards. We're nerding around. Yeah, I think this will be pretty neat though. I don't know if it's as good as Witchwood Apple, because Witchwood Apple is so nutty, because you do that turn 1 and then turn 2 you just go bow bow, you get 2 trees. Yeah. But this could be better. It's Discover. I used to play this. Yeah, we did too, and then we came back to it, and the game is still pretty great. And there's a new expansion coming out that's cowboy themed. We're looking at the druid cards.
You can also get like Blood Mage Sounds from this too, which is pretty good.
Oh, shush. We hunger for vengeance. You could get that. You're right. That is so true. Alright, what's the next one we got here? Dragon's Tail. 2 costs. Choose 1. Get 2 random dragons that cost 5 or less, or get 2 that cost more than 5. Neat.
I could really feel your hand if you get like both choose ones at the same time.
That's very interesting. My only issue... Nerd. My only issue is, I don't know about you, Mars. Is Druid known for using dragons?
I mean, you get the boss cost higher one.
Okay, I just looked. There's a lot of dragons here, actually. So maybe they're about to become about dragons. Never mind. Maybe dragon druid is the next thing. You know.
Oh, depends what they have that energizes dragons, I guess.
That is very true. There's already some pretty good dragons that are like neutral and stuff like that. I'll have to see. I
Yeah.
don't know. This also reminds me of that one druid quest or secret or whatever. You know what one? Where it's like
Oh,
in 4 turns draw like do like 4 5/5s, or like in 6 turns do 2 8/8s or something like that.
I think it's 2 turns like 3 5/5s, or 8 turns 3 8/8s, or 4 turns 3 8/8s. But yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Hearthstone was like my first multiplayer computer game. Yeah. It's great. You should, if you have like even an inkling to try it again, you should do it. It's pretty fun. I was astounded with how good it still is. If not better. I mean, look at us. We're talking about the new cards that are gonna come out. It's gonna be great. Uh Speaking of, I super should have asked you beforehand, but like I don't know if we'll be able to do all these in one sitting. We might have to do a second one, because I just realized we're also going to do Dead by Daylight tonight as well, and I don't know how long you're going to stay up for.
I think it should be fine.
Alright. If you're certain. We'll see. We'll do all the class ones, maybe, and we'll see what time it is, and then maybe we'll do the neutral ones or not. We can always split this if necessary. But,
yeah.
Next card. Rehydrate. Oh my, I don't even want to read that. What is that? Restore 2 health quick draw, refresh 2 mana. Okay, okay, it's refresh. I thought it was just get 2 mana crystals. I was about to be like, wild growth, eat your heart out.
Yeah.
Go cry, wild growth.
So, a turn to draw is essentially free.
Yeah. It's something I don't do. What do you mean by that? You better go rehydrate. It's pretty neat. I think it's alright. Never hurts to get a little bit of healing. I don't know how much Druid needs healing. But sure.
It does play for the long game, so.
Yeah, the refreshing the 2 mana crystals is kind of cute too. Because it's like it's like Ice Horn or whatever it is for Death Knight. Except 2 cost. With it's 2 cost, but it heals you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It seems neat. I don't know how much it'll be used.
Restore 7 health, that's free and turn it's drawn, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But you need 2 mana to play it still.
I don't know how good it'll be. I don't think it's nearly as good as the other 2 things we just looked at. Also, I really want to see these dragons, because if they want to make dragon, we got to see these dragons. Let me see these. Also, I see you, Miki. You're trying to slide into the Discord. I probably completely forgot to tell you about it, knowing me, because I'm afraid of like encroaching on people, where I'm like, you want to check out my Discord? Especially people that I know that have one. I feel like I'm gonna wait till they bring it up. Because I feel weird. Because I'm like, you already got your own. And I'm the kind of guy that already doesn't do Discords. Like, mine is the only one I do pretty confidently. So if someone went to me and went like, do you want to join my Discord? I'll say yes, but I will be way too like, to actually join it. Or like be in it. So I part of me is like, I can't expect the same from someone if I wouldn't do it, is the kind of thing. If you do come in though, that's very sweet of you. And I give many a moi. And I will make you a cool friend on it. Regardless. Splish Splash Whelp. I love that name. It's a 2 cost, it's a 2/1, battle cry. If you're holding a dragon, gain an empty mana crystal. Okay, so like I said, wild growth, eat your heart out.
Yeah.
That might, I think a crime just got committed. I think wild growth is dead.
I mean, you can be holding a dragon, but if you got another one, I don't think it'll be a problem.
I think that's true. But if we're making a dragon deck, dragon is gonna be, probably gonna be dragons in your dragon deck.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Most dragons are kind of expensive though, but the jury doesn't mind that too much.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I'm kind of digging Dragon Druid. I kind of want to make this. You know what I mean? Alright, what else we got here? Let's do this. Take to the Skies. 3 costs. Draw 2 dragons. Give them 1/1. Kind of underwhelming. Not gonna lie.
Too, but
It's nice. Yeah, it's nice, and they get buffed a little bit, but you know, how much does 1/1 do in the grand scheme? Not to be like,
Done.
oh, how good could it possibly be? You know. It's yeah, I don't know. What do you think? You think it's like, or you think it's like,
I mean, it's 3 mana draw too, still, so it's pretty decent.
Yeah. 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 And I'm just looking at it like, surely there's more. Nah. What about Desert Nest Matron? 4 cost, 3/5. Taunt, we like that. Battle Cry, if you're holding a dragon, refresh 4 mana. I'm seeing a pattern.
Yeah.
We really like that is better than a rehydrate. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
That's pretty nutty. And the taunt that's so unnecessary, but I love it. Give me that.
Yeah.
That's just good.
You can simply play this and play another 4 cost if you want to.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, that's just good. I don't know what else to say. Let's just go on to the next one. Spike-tail Drake, 4 cost, Battlecry. If you're holding a dragon, deal 5 damage to an enemy minion. That's also really good.
Yeah.
I'm noticing a pattern here. These dragons rock.
These 2 cards, Battle Cards, make the draw 2 dragons really good because you need dragons to use this thing. Like another dragon, so. Having 2 of them would be really good with like. Get 3 cards that require another dragon in your hand. So drawing 2 of them will make you able to activate their abilities.
Do you see the cactus tail that dragon has, by the way? I just noticed. That's great.
Yeah.
Also, I like how the desert one is a little bit more passive, and it's like, I refresh 2 mana, and then this one is like, I kill. Die. I think they sold me. I'm kind of in on this. Yes, cactus. I'm kind of in on Dragon Druid. I like this. I like the concept of this. This is cute. What else we got here? Dragon Golem. That is 2 words I didn't think I'd see together. 7 cost, 3/4. Taunt. Summon a copy of this for each dragon in your hand. That's the kicker. I was about to say 3/4 is a little weak for a 7 cost. That's why it can flood the board.
Yeah.
That's really...
Taunts too.
That's kind of nutty. Those were my favorite cards. Yeah. New Golem dropped. Wake up, babe. I like them. That's neat. That's neat. Yeah, that's really like... If you do that... Wait, if you do that with the drum spell that buffs everything... Oh my gosh. Because I think Druid is at its peak when it fills the board with really big taunts that you can't reliably board clear.
Yeah.
That's when you usually lose. You know what I mean? I think Druid's win condition is being so bulky that it kind of low-key, like, demoralizes you.
Yeah.
I think that's when Druid's at its peak, and I think this will really help with it.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's a 7 cost, though. So unless you find some way to make it cheaper, or make the other spell cheaper, you're not going to be able to do that both in one turn. Might find a way, but... It's nutty.
Yeah. I mean, you do have it, like, what's the other thing? How much the other full cost?
I want to say 6 or 7. Maybe even 8.
Okay. Yeah, it'd be quite difficult to do both in one turn, yeah.
Yeah. I love the cards that just made other pawn cards pop in. Yeah. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Yeah. Adamant25, thank you for the follow. Welcome, traveler. Alright, what else? Okay, let's see these legendaries. Let's see these boys. Let's see these 2 dragons. Let's see this. Oh, of course. Rhea Straza? Is that how you say that? Yeah, Rhea Straza. Huh. 8 cost, 8/8. If your deck has no duplicates, summon a Purified Dragon Nest. What's that do? At the start of your turn, discover a dragon. It costs 4 less. Oh my gosh, I'm doing this deck.
Have health.
Wait, what?
It doesn't have any health.
I think that means it's a structure.
Yeah.
Or it's, maybe it's not a structure. But it's, what do you call it? It's like, you know how, you might not know it, but you know Sargeras?
Not really.
He's the Titan. He's the Titan for
Oh,
Warlock.
the one with the portal.
Yeah, it's like the portal, maybe, is what I'm thinking. And if that's the case,
Yeah,
that's
probably.
agony, because that portal can't die. That portal's not even a structure, and most structures can't even die to begin with.
Yeah.
Like, I think structures can be destroyed. I just don't think there's any deck, like, I don't think there's any card in the current, like, what's the word? Format that will, like, I don't think that card exists in the format right now.
Mm.
Very interesting. I like Rey
Yeah.
Estraza. I like this. I'm sold. I want to make dragons.
Yeah. That would require you to have no duplicates for your deck though for that card, typically, but yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I'm willing to make. I think it's not that bad. I mean, it'll suck to not have Splish Splash Whelp, but it,
I mean, they only have one. I mean, if you have like one of the more mild ones, it should be not too bad.
mhm. Like, I don't. Yeah, I think that having no duplicates is a really fun gimmick, and I think it super doesn't cripple a deck. Like, it does, but I think it, like, I mean, how crippled can you be when you get to make Rey Estraza?
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of great. Let's see if this other one has anything going on here. Thai or Fae, the setting sun. 9 cost, 412. That's Ysera, by the way. That's Ysera's stats. Rush, Lifesteal, and Taunt cost 1 less for each dragon you summon this game. Okay, so they just made... Okay. They just made, like... That's not as good as Rey Estraza, but that's still really good.
Yeah. It'll probably be around like. You probably played it only around 6 or 5, probably.
I was thinking that, yeah. Because think about how crazy Yogg was, and Yogg was 15 cost before they nerfed him to be just a set 9.
So, like, most dragons are a bit more expensive. But yeah.
True. It depends.
I
We
guess
don't
the
know.
big
Maybe there's
only
cheaper.
one cost
Maybe
like
there's
$10.
cheaper dragons in neutral. We haven't looked at neutral yet. I
Yeah.
like these cards though. These were great. I like Druid. I like these cards. My favorite was Rey Estraza, hands down. But like, these are great. I would love to try and make a Dragon Druid deck. I really like these. Yeah, I'd say the worst one's probably Rehydrate, and even Rehydrate isn't even that bad. Alrighty, let's see. Oh, here comes Hunter. You'll know more than me on this stuff, but let's see. What we got? We got Sneaky Snakes. Summon 2 1/1 snakes with stealth. Yep, that's it. It's like it's kind of like Witchwood Apple. Worse, but it's not bad. The stealth can be nice. I don't know. I think stealth's a little overrated, but
I mean, if you're going for faith, stealth is the best type right now because it's somewhat similar to like your charge, except for you have to wait a turn basically. Because the
fair.
enemy can't really target it.
They could board clear it theoretically, but I'm not board clearing 2 1/1s.
Yeah, that's it.
It's
If you're
interesting.
going for faith, this is a decent card. I
Yeah.
don't know if they don't have time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's interesting. A taunt would stop it though. Yeah. I think it's all right. What else we got here? Messenger Buzzer, 2 cost, 1/2, Death Rattle, draw a beast, give minions in your hand, 1/1. That's pretty alright. I don't think that's as good as Jeweled Macaw or whatever that other card is, but I think it's alright.
Yeah.
I don't see... Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's that good, actually. I think... Because Jeweled Macaw is you get to discover a beast, right?
Yeah.
I think that's way better than buffing it. Depends on what you have in your hand, granted.
Get one from your deck. But yeah.
That is true.
Has a bit more certainty to it. But like, you have a card from Discover to get a random one.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
So this is probably like have better stuff, but it doesn't need to die to do it, so.
Yeah, that's the tricky thing. You don't have a lot of ways to kill it either.
Well, the bit better if you get summoned randomly. Yeah.
It's weird. I don't think it's that good particularly, but it's not horrible. It's better than Sneaky Snakes, I feel.
Yeah.
It takes 2 Sneaky Snakes to kill it.
Mm-hmm.
What else we got here? 10-gallon head. 2 costs, draw a minion, give it 1/1, and death rattle, get a 10-gallon hat. Well, what's a 10-gallon? Oh, well, that's what 10-gallon hat is. Okay. I was like, where is that?
That's actually quite good, I think.
That seems like it could be really nutty if you find that's like old like priest buff stuff, you know? That's like giving a minion like double spirit and then inner fire and making it like a 30/30 and one tapping, you know? Except obviously you can't do that anymore. So it's gonna give you 1/1 instead, but it's still nice. It's theoretically infinite. It's like Agwin.
Yeah.
Unless you have any,
Pretty good card
yeah.
to run a full deck, I think.
Unless you have like Whirlpool or something, you can't just eliminate it. You know?
Even if you do have, no, you need to like remove from the game to stop the tap from coming back.
True. Yeah, you're right. There's only so many cards that like destroy or silence.
Yeah, silence will also work.
Silence would work, which there's only so many of those, especially in modern Hearthstone. I can think of one. I can think of that priest warlock or priest rogue card that silences and does 10 or 2 damage, 10 damage. Oh my god.
There's like a 1-mana card that silences all enemy minions. I don't know if it's neutral or not.
Oh, you're thinking of Shard of what's it called, right? The tradable one?
Yeah.
That's a priest card as well.
There's also like a 4-mana neutral minion that silences the minion.
Which one?
A librarian guy, I think.
Oh, Ryle Librarian. Okay. Yeah. I was thinking of I thought you were talking about Spellbinder, and I'm like, Spellbinder is not in the that is not in the set right now. That's fair. Yeah, I think it's definitely the best we've seen so far with Hunter. Hunter's been the most overwhelming so far. I feel. It's maybe you're like frothing at the mouth at Sneaky Snakes though, for all I know. What we got next? Bovine Skeleton. 3 cost 3/3, death rattle. If this has 4 or more attacks, summon a bovine skeleton. Interesting.
Yeah.
I guess they're trying to make buff
I mean, that's quite a few.
Hunter a thing. Maybe that's where 10-gallon hat comes from. That's probably exactly what 10-gallon hat's supposed to be used for.
Yeah.
Huh.
That is actually very interesting.
Yeah, I'm thinking on it a bit more.
And give it more attack to another minion, it could be basically unkillable.
How would you give it taunt though as a hunter?
I guess Defender of Argus, that's about it.
Most people would not run Defender of Argus.
Yeah.
You would, but that's because you're willing to make the buff beast hunter work. You know, most people would just be like, screw it, and just go back to playing like 4 Titan Force traps.
Yeah. I mean, if you somehow find a way to give like a buff card itself, you could just basically just have a 4 attack no matter what.
It's so stupid. That's such a weird looming threat.
You know, it would be very. Oh, remember the old hunter card that gave beast charge?
No, actually.
And there was like I think like a 5 cost like 2/5 that gave other beasts charge. That with this card.
Oh,
like,
Tundra. You're thinking of Tundra Rhino? Tundra Rhino or something?
Yeah.
The 6 cost 3/5? Yeah.
Yeah. You have that with a raid leader or on the board with this. This just attacks and attacks and attacks and doesn't stop. As long as it dies after it gets.
You're right. Yeah. Okay. I'll do that. This thing's got potential. This is gonna be your new favorite card,
Yeah,
Bovine Skeleton Enjoyer.
Now, yeah.
Bovine Skeleton Enjoyer at long last. Alright, what we got next? We got Saddle Up. 3 cost. Give your minions death rattle, summon a random beast that costs 3 or less. Alright.
They're really good.
They're really trying to make Hunter Death Knight. What is this? Oh, weird. I'm here for it, but it's strange. Like, with Druid, you kind of knew exactly what they were trying to do with most of those cards, but here I'm just like, what are you trying to do, boys?
Yeah.
You're just putting more beasts in the thing, which I doubt Hunter will not, like, I don't think he'll hate that, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Hunter's so weird because of Titanford's trap and, like, all those other nutty secret things. Like, Hunter's, like, in a really good spot. It's one of the best. Secret Hunter is one of, if not, like, the best deck right now, next to stuff like Control Warrior, right? And like, yeah, because of that, it's kind of like, well, it's hard to tweak. Like, they're not going to tweak secret to make it better. That's ridiculous. They're going to see if they can make other types of hunter better. So they're going to try and make beast hunter a little nicer looking, you know? Yeah. I think it's neat.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'd use it, but you could find a way.
I mean, wouldn't these cards seem kind of decent for like rushdown deck?
Well, that is Hunter's. That is where that's Hunter's main. That's its MO.
Yeah.
What else we got here? We got a Silver Serpent, which I think that's what Gangplank collects in League. 3 cost 2/5, rush, poisonous, already bad. I don't even need to see the quick draw. That's already rough.
Immune this turn.
Yeah, I know. That's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough.
That'd be great. Like earlier on in the game, it's not that useful, but if you didn't even get the hype.
Yeah, that's a good like. Yeah, that's like a Karibo.
Yeah.
You throw. You're like, oh, all right, that Titan's getting a little bit too strong. Let's get that dang thing out of there.
Yeah.
Very neat. Or I could use it and kill my my 20 cost Death Knight lady off of it. And mind control your big man. It's alright. It seems neat. Nice little Swiss Army knife. It reminds me of that other Cobra card that destroys weapons, where like people just like they just keep it on them because they're like, you never know.
Yeah.
This would be more useful though, because I'm gonna be real, I don't even think Warrior uses that many weapons.
Yeah.
Because Odin is the weapon. You know, like DH would use it, but most people aren't afraid of DH. Yeah, I guess, yeah, I don't know. There's not that much stuff to even worry about, so I would think this is better. This is the best snake. New favorite snake. It's alright. What else we got? Camouflage Mount. 4 costs, give a minion 3/3 and a random bonus effect. When it dies, summon a Chameleon.
Chameleon.
I know. You've never seen that episode of Tough Puppy, clearly. Yeah, it summons a 3 cost 3/3 with a random thing. It's like a weaker elemental inspiration.
I'm good thing, like, you give the minion plus 3/3 with. I'll also give the minion the bonus effect that Chameleon gets afterwards. Seems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's alright. As I said, weaker elemental inspiration. But, you know, elemental inspiration is also a lot more expensive.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Yeah.
It's alright. Do you see that next card, by the way? This is gonna suck to live with. Star Shooter. 4 cost 2/3. After your hero attacks, get an arcane shot. You don't even need to swing with this thing. Why would you ever swing?
You can't get an arcane shot if you don't swing with it.
What's up?
After your hero attack.
Oh, you're right. I read that as like hero power. I was like, that's insane.
If it affected the hero power, it would lose the ability on the hero power.
Good. Okay, that makes it a little bit more dealable. That's interesting though. That's like a
you get 3 arcane shots from it too.
Yeah.
That
That will help the secret deck, because the secret deck would probably love more arcane shots. It's not that different from Mage, where like it loves getting arcane bolts.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The arcane bolt is a bit better than arcane shot, but yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty aight. Pretty aight. I would say. Ugh. Alright, you want to see these legendaries?
Yeah.
I think we saw one of these. I remember seeing this guy already. Feldurin, the Lost. 4 cost 3/5. Your deck has no duplicates. Gain immune this turn and attack all enemies.
Now with the new hand buff, that could be quite useful.
It is true. If you buff him a lot, yeah, he'll. You saddle him up too. Don't even get me started. I like the
can't-
idea of that. That's really funny.
Yeah.
That's like a funnier but weaker jailer. Also, jailer's like way more scary because jailer's like, I will destroy your deck and I will become immune. This guy is, don't do a repeat and I'll square up with the entire enemy board.
Yeah.
I don't know how good I don't know how good he'd be. You'd have to find a way to buff him a few times.
Yeah. I mean,
But-
as it stands, if you have no duplicates, it's basically 3 mana to 3 damage to everybody.
Yeah, it's not bad. 3 damage is nothing to scoff at. I imagine you can buff him though. Like, I mean, there's a few
Yeah.
new buffs here, you know?
Like, you need to be hand buff them.
They would have to be hand buffs, that is true.
But you do have, like, you do have 2 hand buffs. One of them
Yeah. There's not that many hand buffs though, yeah. Hand buffs is more a warrior thing, thankfully.
Like, the only hand buff that's in here, like, that can affect them would be, like, a Death Rattle Bird.
Yeah. Which might be a reason to play him. Maybe Thaldurin can be his own deck archetype. I doubt it, but, you know, maybe this other legendary will. Maybe Spurfang will. 5 cost, 2/5, Battle Cry, and Death Rattle. Summon a random beast with cost equal to this minion's attack.
You get that attack high, that's really powerful.
Yeah, what happens if you get it to like 20? It'll summon the curator. No, it'll summon the new lady.
Yeah.
Sheesh, that'd be really nutty.
Yeah. Like, when they go above 10, you're gonna get cost that get reduced, so it might.
Also, I just
You just
realized
have
his
to
fangs are spurs.
No.
That's so bad. That feels so uncomfortable, probably. Very interesting. I don't know. He's definitely funnier than the other guy. I don't know. The other guy solos the whole enemy board. That might be funnier.
Yeah.
I don't know. The majority of these cards, they seem like all right. Again, maybe you know Hunter better than I do, probably. A lot of these this might have been the weakest batch I've seen so far.
I mean, Showdown lost it, like, one of a few things that likes to be 4-player in a Hunter deck.
I will say, Bovine Skeleton's huge, though. That might be the best card here. That's my favorite, I will say.
Yeah.
Thaldurin is really funny, but I think Bovine Skeleton is, like, my favorite of these.
Yeah, like, if you find a way to give them, like have an aura of platform attack, you can basically have infinite minions.
That's true. I mean, you can't have infinite. You can only have 7, but I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see the next batch. Man, there's already 1. How many batches are there? There's Mage. Yeah! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright. We'll see. We'll do Mage and then see how we feel. We might do 1 more, and then maybe we'll call it and do it another day.
Okay.
Let's see here. I'm super excited for this because Mage is my favorite. Cryopreservation. Freeze an enemy and excavate a treasure. That's pretty nice. Especially since Flash Freeze is a thing. And Flash Freeze is a great card, but the issue is getting the enemy frozen, because Flash Freeze is a 1 or 2 cost card that freezes a minion or kills it if they're frozen already.
I think the related cards are the treasures too. I'm getting the Lightbender Mage Treasure, actually. I don't know that.
What's up?
The related cards have the treasures, I think. I think the first one up, it seems to be, I'm guessing it's the legendary one?
What, that one? Oh. What is all this? Whoa.
Those are Titans.
Those are Titans. That's weird.
Why?
I don't know. It's still, they're working on it. They're working on the site. I think it's neat. I think it'll be used, maybe. It might make Frost Mage a little bit nicer to use. Could definitely see some usage. Depends how they're gonna play this. What else we got here? Heat Wave. Deal 2 damage to an enemy and its neighbor. Quick draw to all enemies instead. It's pretty good. That's a nice board clear. That might make Fire Sale useless. Because Fire Sale already gets kind of like... Like,
Yeah, that can only be used on the turn you draw it though, and it can't be, and it doesn't work if you get it through. Like,
even without the
cover.
quick draw, that's still really nice. It's like the 1 cost to deal 1 damage to like an enemy and the neighboring minions.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather run that with this and just use both of them on turn 3 than use Fire Sale, which is just 3 damage to everyone. You know?
Well, fire there basically gets like Hellfire, and
It's exactly Hellfire, but it's tradable.
I guess fire throw doesn't damage the hero.
Yeah, it's a little, I don't know. I never liked it. I think there's better board clears. You know, Inquisitive Curator's the best. The Deathbound's very quickly after. I think it's neat. Definitely neat. A neat little board clear. What else we got going on? Stargazing. 2 costs. After a different, draw a different arcane spell. If you play it this turn, it casts twice. Wow, that Vexalis is crying. What if I find a really good arcane spell? Vexalis was already kind of getting like power crept.
Yeah, it doesn't have to. You have to be able to play it this turn in order to use it though.
That's true. Well, you save it simply. Ow. It's like a void
Yeah.
scripture. Just save it for when you feel confident and you'll make it work.
Yeah.
And this one's draw. Void scripts discover.
So you know what cards you can get from it.
Yeah.
At least. So you have quite a few cards that.
I will say, Mage does have more spells in its deck than it usually does minions. Like,
Yeah.
for my Mage decks, I could tell you what is in the deck minion-wise. Like, I could memorize it. Spells, it's a little trickier.
Yeah.
I'm interested in it, though.
Huh.
Definitely interested. What else we got here? Azurite Vein, 3 costs. Secret, when the enemy plays a card on the turn that it entered their hand, get a copy that costs 0. That's nutty.
Yeah.
Because that's any card. You could play that late game. That's not like objection level, but that's rough. Like, if I get you at the right time. Oh boy. That's rough. That seems like a go-to. Like, I feel like you'd put that in every mage deck if you could fit it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just good. That's just really good. What else we got over here? What else I got over? Overflow Surger. 4 costs, 3/2. A battle cry. Summon a copy of this for each turn in a row you've played an elemental. Well, I guess elemental mage might be on the menu.
Yeah. You need a new mage deck, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You have more spells than minions.
Yeah. I don't know. Interesting. I don't know how good it would be, but
You need at least like around like 15 to 20 elementals for that to be at least anywhere consistent.
huh. I don't hate it. It's interesting. The 4 cost is a little steep, but also worth it because it makes copies of it.
It could possibly like have like 7 of them, so yeah.
It's interesting. I don't know. I think it's all right. It's probably the weakest card so far in the mage deck, like the mage cards.
Yeah.
Reliquary Researcher or Quarry is probably it. 4 costs, 3/5 Outcry. If you've activated twice, cast 2 random mage secrets. I guess Secret Mage is back on the menu, boys. Sick. 4 cost objection. Yeah. Objection's 3 costs, so that's actually worse.
Yeah.
That's not bad. It's not bad. I would love to bring back Secret Mage. That might be a way to do it. Yeah, that's just good. And excavating should not be hard, because, you know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways to do it, probably.
The mage only has one specific way, it seems.
So far, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. What else do we got? Oh. Taithalon, I think is how you say that. Taithalon Bloodwatcher. 4 costs, 25. Cards that didn't start in your deck cost 4 or less. Yeah, I would put him in my Rainbow Mage deck.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'd replace him for, but I would hands down put him in that deck. Because most of the cards in my hand don't come from my deck.
That would also soon make that would also make it fit as 1 cost after you use it once.
That's crazy. Wow. This guy's awesome. This guy's my new favorite. I like him. I like the cut of his jib. I think I'll take him.
Yeah.
Oh, what else we got? Blast Mage Miner. 6 cost, 4/4. Battle card. Excavate a treasure. For each card in your hand, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. Well, considering I usually have like 10.
Yeah. That can do a lot of damage.
That's no Inquisitive Curator, but it's definitely like I might replace my Deathborn for it. It's pretty good. that's pretty good. I mean, you know, there's the Nightmare where it's just like 10 damage to the face, but that's the scary thing with randomness. It could be really good, but it's also inconsistent.
Yeah.
I don't hate it though. I do not hate it. Boop. What else we got? Oh, Mezzadune the Fractured. 6 cost, 6/5. Battle card. Draw an elemental. Split it into 2 halves. What do you mean by that?
I guess it means you get 2 copies of it.
I imagine it splits the stats, right?
And probably also the cost too.
Ah. Yeah, probably. Wouldn't be the ability. That'd be weird. It'd have like broken English on the card then. Neat. I don't know. I don't know if that would make Elemental like... Well, that makes Overflow Surge a lot better now, doesn't it?
It would make 2 ones, but be 2 costs.
Yeah, interesting. I think you're gonna need a real Miracle Worker to make that work, but I don't think it's as good as Tavlon. But
yeah, well, any elemental that has like good battle card would be useful with it.
Yeah.
You're the one that has battle card deal 5 damage. That can be interesting. 4 damage.
That's a Shaman one first off, but
oh yeah.
Well, you could find it because there's that one mage spell that's like add a 1, 2, and 3 cost. You know, like you can find ways.
Yeah, but in order for it to use, but then you add it to your deck somehow.
I don't know. I don't think it's as good as the other one, but you could definitely do something with it. I don't know if this makes Elemental Mage viable, but I think it could.
Yeah.
Alright, what's the last one? Sunset Volley, 10 cost. Deal 10 damage to randomly split among all enemies. Summon a random 1 cost minion. That's just Fireland Portal, but random.
Yeah.
How good is that, really?
It takes your entire turn. Can't be
Would.
I think this minion could be quite powerful.
I guess. The 10 random split damage is ridiculous, too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it would be that good. I don't think it would be that good. I think it would be I think it would be a cute thing to discover, but I would never put it in my deck.
Yeah, like if you draw that turn 1, you're not gonna be happy.
I'd go, oh, and hit concede. Yeah, I don't know. These cards are they're all right. They're all right. Like there's some. It's either really good or like pretty all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But obviously, Tavlon is the best in my opinion. Really good, but that's because I love Rainbow Mage. Some other ones are great here, though. I think I would actually give Blast Mage Miner a shot. Definitely Azurite Vein, and I'd probably run Heat Wave as well, or find a way to. Let's do one more. Let's do Paladin.
Okay.
Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, look at all this. Alright, let's see. Eho Silverwing. 2 cost 2/1 Divine Shield Death Rattle, draw a holy spell. It's alright. There's already some dragons in Paladin, so, you know, adding more is... I could see it.
Now we get your holy spell, which can be quite powerful.
Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad. Maybe there's some better holy spells, you know? Let's see what we got. Lay down the law. Tradable 2 cost. Set a minion's attack and health to 1. Quick draw, then deal 1 damage to it. That's just like elimination.
Yeah.
I think there's a better card though, because there's that 4 cost paladin one that sets a minion's health to 1 and then does 1 damage to everyone.
Yeah.
I think that one is potentially better.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how
this
good
one-
this is.
This one's half the mana cost, but yeah.
Yeah, and you could trade it. Like, you could just be like, I don't want it now. Like, save it for later kind of thing.
Yeah.
Kind of like how, like, you know, Control Warrior trades the armor fitting until it's ready to, like, knock your lights out.
Yeah.
Like, I think its cheapness is going to be surprisingly better than we give it credit for.
Yeah.
Also, tradable quick draw is really nutty.
Yeah.
Because it means you could just be like, not yet. And with Hi-Ho Silverwing, you could potentially draw it.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I like it. I think it's neat. It's neat.
Because, like, when you turn draw, it's basically 2 mana. You got a minion.
Mm-hmm. Alright, what else is going on here?
It's by the Divine Shield. But,
What else do we have here? Showdown. Both players summon 3 outlaws. The 3/3/3 outlaws give yours rush. That's like Leroy Jenkins energy.
yeah.
Where it's like, I will summon a 2/1 with charge, but I will also give you the means to kill the 6 or the 6/2 with charge. Not 2/1.
6/2 the first charge anyway, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. And interesting. Yeah, it's interesting is all I can say.
Yeah. But yeah, turn 2 is probably not the best idea.
Yeah,
Okay,
it seems odd. I don't know. Like 3/3 is kind of hard to clear with Paladin, you know? Like not without trading at least. Which defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
You get nothing from that. You'd effectively
Like,
get
you want
nothing.
to that, then buff your own cards, basically.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. I don't know, it's interesting. That one I don't get as much as the other two, but we'll see. Deputization Aura, 3 costs. Your leftmost minion has +3 attack and lifesteal last 3 turns. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't think it's that good, but I don't think it's that bad either. These are all like, these are all aight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, there's like, give lifesteal. Get it on taunt, that'd be pretty good. You get it on taunt, that's really good. Like, it's 4 health back, basically, if they don't have spells. Or 8 health, totally.
Yeah. Very interesting. I don't know. Yeah, just very interesting. Are you seeing the name on this next one, by the way? Holy cowboy! Yeah! 3 costs 4/3, your next holy spell costs 2 less. That's alright. Again, a lot of these are just inoffensive.
That could actually be quite helpful to get, like holy spell earlier than good.
I don't know. There's just not a lot to say. Yeah. There's just not a lot to say. I'm very just like, What else we got here? Spirit of the Badlands. If your deck has no duplicates, get a permanent mirage. What is that? At the start of your turn, transform into a copy of a minion in your deck. This stays in your hand. Eh.
Uh,
That's like those.
you
That's
would,
like
like, you
those.
still have it though.
Yeah, that's like those music cards that like don't like that change. I don't like those personally. I don't like the randomness.
Can you make you able to probably stop? Like, what happens if you summon that? Can you summon them afterwards, or do you have to wait your next turn to summon the second one from it?
What do you mean?
Like, it's like the Mirage is always gonna be in your hand, like, even if you play the card it has.
Oh, it's yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be there forever then, yeah.
So it's basically just give you infinite value. A lot of it.
Assuming
As
the
long as you have
card
cards
doesn't
in your deck.
assuming the card doesn't suck. Assuming your deck doesn't suck.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's probably huger than we're gonna give it credit for, but I don't know. It's interesting. I just can't see any of these being like crazy good. You know, like even this, it's just a little too chance based for me to be like, yes, this is amazing. You know.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of value though. But yeah.
That is true. All right, let's see what's next here. Lawful Long Arm. 5 cost, 1/5, rush, lifesteal, battle cry, gain 1 attack for each card in your hand. Eh.
Yeah, it could be a lot.
Eh.
Yeah.
Just very eh. Yeah, that's just some more underwhelming stuff. Not bad, and the lifesteal's a nice touch, but no, it's better than I'm giving it credit for. The rush and the lifesteal are great.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it,
If you play this after, like, to play like the Sunwell, you have mana for it.
True. It's nutty. Sunwell is really good. Like, most decks can find a way to fit Sunwell into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, it's better than I give it credit for then. Alright, let's see this legendary spell or whatever. The Badlands Bandits. 6 cost. Get 8 3/2 bandits with bonus effects. Any that can't fit in your hand are summoned instead. First off, you could get you could summon a lot of these if you play smart.
Yeah, like Sunwell definitely will. That too.
This is like Paladin's version of Elemental Inspiration.
Yeah. It shows you with the cards though too.
Crusty, Rusty, Sandy Red, Pearly, Surly, Dusty, Moe, and Burly. Very
So you
interesting.
got the 7 dwarves and no. Wait, no, that's right.
Cobalt.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Very interesting. Very interesting. I like that. It's kind of cute. It's like the dwarfs in The Hobbit. And the Cobalt's Bilbo. Yeah, I like it. That might be the most... I don't know how good it is, but it's definitely the most fun thing I've seen here.
Yeah.
What else we got? Prismatic Beam. 7 cost. Deal 3 damage to all enemies. Cost 1 less for each enemy minion. Oh, wow. That's a really nutty board clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be a good way to clear up. That might make Showdown work, you know? That's a way to clear up 3/3s.
Yeah.
I go.
Oh yeah, that's really good with Showdown because that would make it cost like 3 less when you play it.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Very interesting. I furrow my brow. Alright, what's the last one? Living Horizon. 10 cost. Taunt Divine Shield. Costs 1 less for each other card in your hand. It's so...
There seems to be a lot of cards that benefit from having a full hand.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not great. It's not very good. There's a lot of cards that try this, and this one doesn't really do it as well as it could, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just very eh.
Or it's like a divine shield taunt. Or taunt divine shield.
That's not bad,
You know,
but
it's
not that.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of these cards seem to like I want to do stuff for like defend mode. But yeah.
I don't know. I don't see the point of a lot of these. Like these seem like they just help Paladin do what Paladin's already been trying to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what people will make of it, but I just don't know. I don't know. None of these are particularly crazy. Like Badlands Bandits is my favorite, but it's not even that good. It's funny, but I don't know how good it is, you know? But maybe being funny is all that matters, you know?
Yeah.
Alright. That might be it for today. And we'll double back probably soon, like on the weekend or something. Assuming you're good with that.
Yeah.
Because I want to see the rest of these. But I also don't want to keep us up all night, you know? Yeah. Yeah, look at all these. Alright. We'll continue this later. Another day. But we will continue this. Alright? Oh. That was really fun though. I liked it. I feel like we did many a talkings. But yeah. That will be the end of the Hearthstoning for today at least. We will follow back up soon though. Before the thing comes out. At the very least. Yeah.